Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
Welcome to it. Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. The panic continues over the coronavirus. Even though 60 people have contracted it in the U.S. Most of them not in the U.S. And no one has died.
We have one, right? One that's they don't know where
they don't know where it came from. Yeah. I
mean, it is at the concerning level. Right?
Yeah. Well, it should be a concern. We just shouldn't be in full frontal panic. Shouldn't have to do that. I mean, nobody's died.
I was actually at Home Depot yesterday getting some things, and I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll get some masks and stuff, and that'd be good. But N95,
gone.
Wipe clean.
Yep.
Like a bread before a snow flurry in the South.
Yep.
Of course. Yeah.
Not one mask in all of Home Depot.
And that's just a good precaution, really. Right? We were told yesterday by the doctor that called into the show that it's got to be the
N95.
N95.
Yep.
Yeah. It's because there's no room for the virus to sneak through it. Whereas in the other one, I guess it's too wide, it's too loose, and the virus can get right in there.
Now, are pants helpful?
Yes, pants are helpful.
Okay, because I mean,
wear pants.
We have a story later where pants are very important.
That's kind of a good helpful hint in daily living, really.
I was trying not to bring that up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's really kind of nasty.
All right, then we'll
really
just
kind of nasty.
Then we'll just post this. I'll post it on mine. Leave Pat alone. If you want to know why you should wear pants to stop the coronavirus, head over to Keith Malinak. Good luck spelling it over on Twitter.
All right, it's spread through farts.
Happy Friday, everybody. I hope everything's going well in your
Good morning
world.
on this free-flowing.
But as long as you wear pants,
Frivolous
Jeffy,
Friday.
keep that in mind. You've got to wear pants.
Then the pants apparently stop the virus.
Have enough to stop the virus, yeah.
Just like the mask would.
So N95 pants if you're getting ready this morning.
So if the pants stop it, why can't I just wear like a piece of fabric from my pants over my face? I'm good.
Look at that.
I suppose you could.
See, Jeffy thinks outside the box. That's actually, yes, good job.
Grab a piece of denim and just stick it over your face.
There you go. So you don't
Would
need...
help the rest of us, too, frankly.
Why would it? I don't understand.
You don't need a mask. You just need to wrap your face with your blue jeans and you're good.
Jeez.
And there were other doctors that were saying that you shouldn't, unless you have it, you shouldn't wear the mask anyway. It's okay. I heard a report this morning that they were saying if you have it, wear the mask. If you don't have it, no point.
Well, if you don't have it, you're trying not to get it by wearing the mask.
Okay, just saying.
Right?
I'm just saying what the doctor said. I know. All of a sudden you're a doctor. Okay.
CDC is also warning about facial hair. Men may need to trim off their beards, I guess.
Yeah, that was a big fight starter with that.
Void their Van Dykes or pluck their ducktails.
I think you knew your
have any of that
post on
stuff.
that. Great
So
verbiage.
stupid.
They're saying that the seal with the mask up against your face is not going to be tight if you have facial hair. That's a good time for me to be growing a beard. All right.
Okay, so
shave your face.
Shave. Get all the supplies from the store now and just hole up in your house. I mean, we're talking about
not to do that.
We're talking about 16 10 millionths of a percent of this country have this virus, so it's time to go into full frontal panic.
Did I hear correctly that in the past week now at the stock market, we've now reverted back to where we were in February of 2019 as far as the value of the Dow Jones?
Probably.
Yeah,
probably.
I think we've lost a year now in just a week.
Because it went down another 1190 yesterday, almost 1,200 points.
I mean, that's the problem.
Stop panicking. Should we be concerned? Yes.
Yes.
Should we be panicking? No. Is there a reason to throw your clothes off and go running through the streets screaming at the top of your lungs? No,
not for this.
Not for this, right? If you want to do that to celebrate Arbor Day or something, that might be appropriate, but yeah.
That sounds like fun.
A lot of people do that to celebrate Arbor Day. I mean,
that's a party.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do for Arbor Day,
That's
Jeffy?
a party. Oh, man. We get together and take some bark and
You take some bark.
Take some bark.
You dance around the old tree in the yard.
It's my celebration.
Right. It's really none of our business.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. Here's a video from Iran where they're trying to tamp down the panic a little bit and say,
we're fine. We're not
fine.
misreporting anything.
It's fine. And watch what's going on as they're making the announcement. Now it's in Farsi, so you're not going to understand what they're saying, but the visuals say it all.
Yes, it does.
Watch this.
The guy on the left.
It's like their deputy
That's the health
minister,
minister, right?
Yeah.
And he's sweating like a pig. And he is clearly not doing well.
Oh, no.
Now, is it the lights? Maybe he's nervous.
Yeah, it's hot in there. I mean, it's Iran. How many places have running air conditioning?
He's nervous about the speech. He probably helped write it. He just wants everything to go well. And so...
Yeah. You'd think that at first.
Yesterday they announced, he announced after the little presser there that he has the coronavirus.
Oh, he didn't wear pants, did he?
So
He didn't wear pants.
we
Ouch.
Right. So maybe you were dispelling some of the facts from around it. A little bit more than you think.
Jeez. What was it? Was it 15 or was it 50? I've seen both figures that died in one location in Iran.
Oh, I saw 40 at first, so it must be 50 now, huh? What? In one town?
We keep getting
I saw 18.
conflicting reports. You saw
Out of an
literally
Islamic
18.
regime,
no
a
idea.
totalitarian regime
Yeah.
that focuses on iron fist with their law? Okay, yeah, sure we would. It's kind of the way it's going in China as well. So, yeah,
I know.
I don't know, it's probably more in obviously both
Italy now
places.
too, South Korea. Oof. Okay, now I want a panic, Pat.
Do you?
Calm me down.
But don't go to Home Depot, man. They're sold out of masks.
60 people in this country have it. That calms me down quite a bit.
It sure does.
60 people.
It sure does.
But what about
And
the
it's-
Diet Coke shortage?
That I'm not.
that will not stand.
Now that
The Coke Zero.
That
the
freaks
Coke-
out others. That's
my
not freaking
Coke
me
Zero and Diet Coke sweeteners. No, and if they have to make a choice, I've said this on Chewing the Fat. If they have to make a choice, we cut Diet Coke, keep the Coke Zero. I will not stand for that. This will not.
You stocking
happen.
up yet on those?
I may have purchased a case or two.
I got to believe it. Well, Stu's in Washington for CPAC, so
no.
he may not have been able to get to the store and do a run on soda.
And I'm a little concerned about him traveling with, on the planes and meeting and greeting people in D.C.
You're concerned
Maybe we
about
don't want
Stu?
him back.
Okay.
So yeah, 60 people have it. Let's keep that in mind.
I know.
60. It's not like it's increasing exponentially in this country. It's not. And our doctor friend who called in yesterday said, yeah, look around December is when it would hit here. I mean, big time. If it does, it would hit in
And
December.
hopefully by that time, right, we've already found ways to
That's what I hope.
dispel it and keep it down and block it off and just stop it.
Israeli scientists say they're just a few weeks away from a vaccine.
Oh, wow. Really? Nice. Okay. I mean, Beta Bodine chimes in at Pat Unleashed. Just make sure that you don't wear jeans with holes in the knees, because then you're...
Oh, it could sneak out the knees.
Yeah, see?
Yeah. Ooh, that's a problem.
Got to
So-
be careful there.
That's just icky. Okay? It's icky.
It's Frivolous Friday, of course.
I know.
And you're in a room with me and Jeffy.
Yep.
It's going to be that way. Okay. Anyhow, so what else is going on with the coronavirus? We got...
People are avoiding Corona beer because it shares the name Corona.
I love it.
Isn't that great?
Pat, you can well understand that 60 people have it here in the United States. How you wouldn't want to drink Corona beer. Because
Right, because that's what gives you coronavirus.
Right.
Coronavirus comes from Corona beer.
Clearly.
That just makes sense, right?
Right. And these are the
Doesn't
same
make
people.
sense.
These are the same people who vote and teach your children.
I know.
So anyhow, if you do suspect that you have the coronavirus in your home, obviously with the Corona beer, you're welcome to send them right here to the studios. Jeffy and I will inspect them and make sure that everything's okay. And we may or may not ship them back to you after inspection.
I was just silly.
Every
silly.
time a person gets sick in America, a coronavirus gets its Lyme.
Wait.
No. Every time someone drinks a Corona beer, the coronavirus infects another person.
No.
Wait, that doesn't
That
work
doesn't
either.
work either.
No. Okay. I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know what to tell you about the Corona beer thing. That's just stupid.
It's stupid.
It's just you know what else I heard in Dallas Fort Worth? All the all the Asian restaurants are
They're starting to
struggling like crazy.
Again,
no.
It's the food is not coming from China. They're not getting their pork from China.
Again,
come on,
stupid.
It's dumb. It is. It's just So they're going to suffer. Well, I'm not going to an Asian restaurant. They've got the virus. No, this isn't China. Even though it's a Chinese restaurant, it's not in China.
So wait, if I go to Outback,
you're not in Australia.
Wait a minute.
huh?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Maybe it's not.
It is.
Maybe it's not the Chinese food that they're scared of. Maybe these establishments also sell Corona beer, and people
Maybe.
are just kind of
That's
concerned.
A double,
Don't
that's a double
know.
whammy.
Yeah, see.
Jeez. If you go to a Lone Star restaurant, Lone Star Steakhouse,
Right.
it's not in Texas necessarily unless you're within the borders of Texas.
Whoa.
Yeah, like if you go to a Lone Star Steakhouse in Utah, you're actually still in Utah. I don't know if you're
Is that
aware
true?
of that. Yeah, it is.
But they've got
Yeah,
things
you're not
on
in the
wall
Lone Star State. I
that
know.
look all Texas-y.
I know.
Okay.
It's weird. I know it's quite a concept.
Jeffy, can we vet this?
We're going to
Google it. Yeah, Google it and see if you can verify what I'm saying there, because I'm pretty sure it's true.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So sad. What are we doing?
Also, a Chinese city has proposed a ban on eating dogs.
All right, then. Now we've got something.
Why not bats?
Right.
And snakes.
Baby steps, Pat. Baby
Okay,
steps
yeah,
with your
right.
with your food palette in China.
The city of Shenzhen drafted legislation to prohibit the consumption of dogs in an effort to improve food safety. Why didn't you do that? I don't know, 150 years ago,
Oh my
maybe.
goodness.
The ban would also extend to snakes, frogs,
Oh.
and turtle meat.
No bats. Though.
Oh, no bats though. It's too delicious. Bat too tasty. You can't. Bat too tasty, man. You can't ban the bat.
Yeah.
Wow.
If passed, it'll be the first of its kind in the country.
Whoa, revolutionary.
Proposed the legislation, which was described by lawmakers as a universal civilization requirement of modern society, comes after China already banned the trade and consumption of wild animals nationwide.
Did they really?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they finally had enough. Okay,
Wow.
maybe we should join the rest of the planet in the 21st century.
Oh my goodness.
Is that possible? Could
But
we
the
do that?
movement
Maybe? I don't know.
for bats was too strong.
I'm telling-
Don't
Right,
ban
don't
the
ban
bat.
bats.
Don't ban
See,
the
there
bat.
are some people that love eating bats that are like, you know what? That shouldn't be, because this whole thing was just concocted in that lab, and they're blaming the bat meat, and it goes back to the year 2020 when we used to eat bat meat. And it obviously was, you talked to Senator Cotton, and it was created in a lab. And who suffers? The people that enjoy bat.
That's who suffers. Yep. All right. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Funny business full of malarkey tweeted us. So my dog has Cushing's disease, and the medication makes him not eat. I figured, okay, I'll try Rough Greens and see if it helps. Good Lord, he obliterates his food. Pretty sure it's crack for dogs.
Wow. So
Good way to describe it.
that dog, would you say gobbles up or gobbles down?
I'm going to say gobbles up.
Gobbles up.
But you can say it the whatever. Gobbles down, gobbles in the middle. I don't care.
Gobbles in the middle.
Just know that they love Rough Greens. And Rough Greens is really good for them because puts all the probiotics, the enzymes, the vitamins, and healthy microbacteria back into their food that's burned out in the sterilization process so that the dog food can last 2 or 3 years on the shelf in the store. So I love this stuff. My dog loves this stuff, more importantly. Rough Greens VitaSmart. Not a dog food, but a healthy supplement for your dog that'll get your dog acting like a puppy again. If you want your dog to be as healthy as possible, Rough Greens VitaSmart. It makes your dog's food better. If you want your dog to thrive, go to roughgreens.com/blaze. RUFFgreens.com/blaze or 833-MY-DOG-33.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
888-900-3393. Dems are refusing to condemn Sanders' Castro comments? Really? Huh. I thought that's what they were attacking him for at the debate. By the way, does everybody know that Fidel Castro is dead, right? You know that.
Whoa.
Wait,
Not really.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah, he's gone. We lost him.
Breaking news.
Wait, Fidel's not feeling well? Okay, he's dead.
Oh,
He's dead.
no, that's sad.
Yeah, I know there's going to be a lot. Well, Bernie's probably still crying over it.
Oh, that's probably true.
That is probably true.
The Democrat Party is just, it's over. Sneaking over. They love dictators. They love socialism. They love killing babies. They can't even be asked to think about what that might mean. You might just think about what happens to a human life on what would be their birthday when you just suck them out of the womb with a vacuum cleaner. It's unbelievable, but they keep doing it.
Yes, they do.
So you mentioned Fidel Castro. You know how Raul Castro is head of the... What happens when he's gone? What are they going to do? He's 88.
They'll
Yeah,
go to Tito Marlin or Jermaine Castro.
Got it. I forgot about
There's
those other brothers.
There's always a Castro brother in the wings.
Castro 5.
Yeah. Remember their performance
Oh.
in Havana that day? Oh, man.
Now tell me about it. I don't remember.
No, it was
at all.
good. It
was
was just
great.
really good.
Really?
I won't spoil it for you because it's up on YouTube. You can check it out
You
there.
can find it. Castro 5.
Castro 5,
Yeah.
Havana performance.
Something like that. We have this tower, this building in Dallas that they tried to demolish
This
last
is fun.
week.
Yeah, it's been a week now.
And the inside part of it, this tower inside of the building.
Yeah, the shaft.
Yeah, okay.
The elevator shaft. Because
The
they
elevator
knocked the
shaft.
building down. They were going to implode it, and they blew it up.
So the whole building imploded around it.
Right.
And only the shaft remained.
Right. And there it sits.
And there it sits, leaning. It's the Leaning Tower of Dallas now. I think we have a shot of it. But it's the former Affiliated Computer Services building, dubbed the Leaning Tower of Dallas now, drawing dozens of people in Dallas to watch the building. They were there to watch it come down, and then it didn't. Well, some of it did, but the middle
Yeah,
didn't.
most of it did, except for this one part of it. And then the company
great.
brought in their crane with a wrecking ball, and the wrecking ball appeared to be like a little too small.
Yeah.
It's the size of a propane tank.
And so
wow.
it just banged against the side. They sat
did
there all
nothing.
day. They just banged against it like it was, and the building was still like, no, we're still going to stand here. So then they changed it out and brought in another wrecking ball that had points on it, some kind of angle. So I don't really know that it was actually a wrecking ball rather than just a piece of metal
And
that
you heard-
knocks down buildings.
Yeah, yeah.
And that still didn't work.
That's not doing it either.
And I mean now people have put up advertising on it. They had a big light advertising for the
Casino,
for the
right?
casino, with the tag like better luck here,
You'll have better luck
something
at our
like
place or
that.
something,
It was just silly, and people
That's cute.
now they just want to keep it.
That's hysterical.
Well, it'd be a hazard, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, yes, the
Leaning.
company's saying we'll get to it, and we're going to get it. It's for some reason it's become
It's a cult
we
following
can't
now.
Figure out
Yeah.
how to knock this thing down.
Have we lost all our dynamite? Do we not know where that? We think dynamite would probably
You'd
do
think
it.
would help.
Yeah,
right?
I think it would help.
Yeah,
It's
maybe
funny.
a wrecking ball. I don't know. That's bigger.
A little bit bigger. Wrecking ball, yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. I was actually at Home Depot yesterday, and I was looking for dynamite, and sure enough, the whole shelf cleared out of dynamite. So I think that might be what we're facing here.
Yeah, could be. All right, let's go to Justin in North Carolina. Justin, you're on the Blaze. Hi.
How's it going, sir?
Good.
So, again, used to work for UPS, and I noticed, they made all these huge claims that they're going to add all this infectious disease controls to all the package companies while it's in transit through their systems.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that never really happened. It's great.
Really?
It's a great claim, but it's kind of like the Democrats. They just lied and let everybody forget about it.
Nice.
So
Wow.
viability of 9 days with the coronavirus,
Yeah.
you can get a package anywhere in the world within 48 hours if you pay enough money.
Well, yeah.
Right.
So,
So you could mail the
They're
coronavirus, is what you're saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're saying, oh my God, where these satellite infections are coming from? It's coming from the packaging service. You got a guy who's been sick for a few days that doesn't know it, sneezes in the office. Well,
Yeah.
there you go. You just sprayed it all over the packages.
Yep.
And it apparently lives on surfaces like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a chilling thought.
And they're
Thank
not
you for
even
that, Justin.
inspecting our ports, by
Thanks,
the way.
Justin. Appreciate it.
I heard that this morning.
Why would you?
Ports aren't even being inspected.
Inspect a port? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I'm not
some kind of maroon.
I'm not accepting a package from another country unless it's mailed in pants.
Okay.
If it's mailed in
I
pants,
like it.
I'm accepting
Wrap it
at
in
the
denim
house.
and ship it. Okay.
That's it. It's the only packages I'm taking. If it comes to my house in a box, I'm not taking it. Send it back.
It does get a little scary when you talk
It
about
does.
the virus being on stuff that's mailed to people, because all you have to do is touch it, wipe your eyes.
I know.
And there you go.
Another
Good
frightening
luck.
story that they had yesterday as well is that they discovered, and we're discovering new things all the time, so they may tell us tomorrow that it's not true. But they're saying that you normally catch something like this, and then if you get better, you're fine and you don't have to worry about it again. We've already got some people that have had it, gotten better, and now get it again.
Yeah, about
So-
14% of the people get reinfected.
So, that's just another fun time, another fun thing
It
to
is.
think about.
But here's an actual fun thing to think about. 98% of people who get it survive it.
And we don't hear that much about that at all.
If we had a 98% survival rate of cancer, nobody would be scared of cancer.
Nope. Even
98%. That's a lot.
It sure is.
You got good odds there. You've got
Yes.
really good odds. So if you're not sickly in some other way, you're probably going to be okay. I mean, you'll be miserable for a couple of weeks, just like you are with the flu or a cold. But you'll get better, right? I mean, that's what makes this a little less scary to me, because the death rate, the mortality rate, is only 2%.
we do not hear enough about that.
And
No.
that's in countries with crappy health care.
Like China, for instance. Yes. Yeah. All these places where, well, in the industrialized world, they've got a universal health care. Yeah, and it sucks, and people die there. Yeah, that's right. That's why people all over the planet come to the United States when they get really sick.
Yes.
Because they know they'll be well cared for here, and they got a much better chance to live when they come here. How often do you hear? Yeah, one of our big senators from a really important position in his committees contracted a disease. Yeah, and now we're sending him to the Bahamas for medical.
The Bahamas.
Yeah, because that's where they have really good
that's
medical
right.
care.
They've got excellent health care there.
They got universal health care
Yeah.
there. We're sending him to England. Do you ever hear that? No, he's going to London to be cared for by the NIH because they've got really good health care there. Really?
Oh, just don't get thirsty or you'll be drinking out of a
Right.
potted plant in the corner of your hospital room.
Yes. So all I'm asking for on the coronavirus thing is a little perspective.
Yeah.
Can we get some perspective on it?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to. It'd be nice. I don't know that we can, but we'll try.
Oh, no.
We've got a team on the ground helping 5 Christian families right now. Roughly 26 people trying to move them to safety. This is what the Nazarene Fund is doing right now. People can go to the NazareneFund.org or Mercury1.org to donate and learn more about what we're doing to help all those in need all over the world.
They do some great work.
Incredible. I mean, I don't know how many tens of thousands of people that
I know.
the Nazarene Fund has helped so far. You can go to the NazareneFund.org or Mercury1.org to donate and learn more. If you give $7, $70, $700 to help those in need, whatever you could afford is greatly appreciated. Mercury1.org. 888-900-3393. Now, we still have not gotten the Aunt Becky crime spree taken care of.
I know.
She's still wandering around.
I know.
Committing heinous crimes.
I know. And even her Hot Pockets lady, while sentenced, is not in jail yet, wandering around the streets.
Yeah. I don't feel
it's
safe.
Ugly. I know. It's ugly
I
out there.
don't feel safe. Lori Laughlin's attorney says new evidence exonerates her completely. Well, why then is she still?
Because the government's just doubling down. The government does not want to back down on it. Now they're saying these notes from Singer, which you're going to tell us about, is it's incredible news, and that's part of what her defense team
and they've really gone through
all
it
along.
She lost her job because of this.
Yeah.
Evidence.
The hubby business has lost as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Completely gone, or
No.
No, it's just cut his business
Yes.
down. They say this completely exonerates the Full House actress and her fashion designer husband. It still doesn't exonerate her, though, from dumping Uncle Jesse. That still pisses me off. I don't know that I can forgive her for that ever.
That's not in this case, though.
It's not?
Case.
It's not part
That's
of
a
this?
separate jurisdiction.
Okay,
man.
all right.
Okay, it's okay.
She has not been indicted.
All right, we'll deal with this right now, and then we'll deal with Uncle Jesse
right.
later.
Like, just understand, you're among friends. We're with you on this.
Thank
it's
you.
just a separate court's going to have to deal with that one.
All right. Notes from the alleged mastermind of the massive scheme, William Rick Singer, show that investigators sought to pressure him to lie, an attorney for the couple said. Singer has pleaded guilty in the scheme, which prosecutors say involved wealthy parents paying to have their kids' college entrance. You know the story.
Right.
So the motion Wednesday came before Laughlin and her husband are scheduled to have a status conference before a judge at which the trial date will be set. Singer's notes, though, indicate that FBI agents yelled at him and instructed him to lie.
Wow.
By saying that he told his clients who participated in the alleged side door scheme that their payments were bribes rather than legitimate donations that went to the schools.
Right, and that's what Gloria said all along.
That she thought she was making a legitimate donation to the school.
Now,
many others have done that, including the rapper. Which one was it? Anybody remember who the rapper
Dr.
was?
Dre.
Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Donated $75 million to USC.
that's it, though.
And, surprise, his daughter got in. Did he bribe them? Well, no, not according to USC or anybody else. I mean, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, parents have done that for forever.
Right.
But don't get a building named after
Exactly.
you
That's
just
what
for walking by and waving.
But that is universally accepted. And then everybody knows you're going to get special treatment when your siblings, when your children, when anybody in your family applies to the school.
Yes.
Of course you're getting in. You're going to say no to somebody whose dad or relative gave you $75 million?
Right.
Come on. So they are accused of paying $500,000 to Singer, but they thought they were giving Singer the money to donate to USC.
Mm-hmm.
He was the middleman to help the kids in. Now,
Why hasn't this been dismissed?
Right. And so
ridiculous.
I saw that news story break yesterday afternoon, but by nightfall it was a completely different thing. Like, this thing's gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Really weird.
They because the government doesn't want to back down, right? They've already decided that these parents are bad people, and they're all part of Operation Varsity Blues. And
The trial's set to begin in October, by the way.
Okay.
I mean, it's crazy. It really is crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts. The filing by their attorney points to contemporaneous notes. It says were made by Singer. So he made contemporary.
Oh no!
You know how important contemporaneous notes are. Am I right?
Contemporaneous, and I've spoken with them, and
There are contemporaneous notes that would back up. There was other contemporaneous notes.
We're okay.
Talking about contemporaneous issues.
If the FBI is still doing contemporaneous with anything they're doing, but I don't think we can afford.
I have a discussion contemporaneous.
They're going to have a hard time proving it because they didn't catch him contemporaneous.
That having these type of contemporaneous memos.
And we have Director Comey's contemporaneous notes. They're called 302s. They are contemporaneous memos.
Bob Mueller kept his contemporaneous notes.
Contemporaneous notes of those conversations.
What do Comey's contemporaneous memos say?
Which is a nod, again, to how powerful contemporaneous...
Those notes, the contemporaneous notes.
They were contemporaneous at the time.
One reason why lawyers take contemporary notes is...
rely on a contemporaneous...
As close to a contemporaneous way.
Where he has made contemporaneous memos.
How contemporaneous is...
Were contemporaneous at the time.
The FBI director kept contemporaneous. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, it's okay.
Wow,
It's
read the talking points closer next time.
Word. But see?
Yeah.
It was contemporaneous.
Yeah.
So,
right? They were contemporaneously taking contemporaneous notes. Jeffy just saw some scary information. Enough. Come up on a graphic on Fox News.
I did, and I know you'd walked out of the room, so you missed it, and I just want to be clear. I'm not sure, we were talking about the coronavirus and having a little perspective, but even on Fox News, they're showing 60
60 people.
Confirmed
60
cases.
Human beings.
In the U.S.
Okay. Yeah.
And the same screenshot, same graphic, 0 deaths.
Wow.
So, again, as we talked about earlier, just a little bit of perspective, just a little.
That means 16 millionths of a percent of this country has the virus.
I mean,
16 millionths of 1%.
All right. I hear you, numbers guy. But what's the percentage of people that have died in this country from the coronavirus?
Are you ready?
I'm right here listening. What do you got? What do you got? Okay. How many people? What's the percentage of Americans who have died from the coronavirus, Pat?
Building this suspense.
Right, because I'm a little worried now.
It is all the way up to carrying the one. Bring on to 0, none, 0%, 0% of people.
Hold on a second.
Just a little.
Wait, 0.0%
0.00
have died of the coronavirus in the United States.
0.00 infinity.
Wait, where did that one go that you carried?
It went away.
Goes away.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Just away.
Just goes away.
So again, we don't want to make light of it because there are people dying in the world, and it could sometime be a real problem here for us.
Yes,
it just isn't now, and we shouldn't be making it out to be, the Black Plague because it's not.
Just take a breath.
Yeah. The thing I'm worried about now, before my health, actually, in this scenario that's shaping up, is the economy, the effects on that.
That's what I'm worried about.
And the election and how it opens the door for a Bernie Sanders.
That's why we have to maintain perspective, because if the economy tanks and the stock market could help bring it down. I mean, it's already gone down. What was it? It was 1,900 points in 2 days. Then it recovered a little bit, ever so slightly, like less than 100 points, I think. And then it went down almost 1,200 yesterday. So that's kind of scary. It was the largest drop in history.
Yeah.
It was?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Largest drop in history.
I'm guessing here, but that's not that good.
That's not good. No, that's not good. And I'm just saying perspective. Because if the economy tanks, you're going to have, you're welcome to President Bernie Sanders.
Especially when you consider.
You say that.
I know.
Especially when you consider how confident Trump was at his presser the other day. Talking about how we got it under control,
Yeah.
We got out in front of this.
Right.
Okay.
And right now we do.
And we do in America. But the economy, man, we are tied at the hip with every other nation on this planet.
We are.
And I don't like that.
Especially China.
I know.
And it's disgusting how we never took any precautions for a scenario like this. Well, what if? What if the supply chain from China dries up? What if we can't? What if we can't manufacture our goods, or we can manufacture them, but they can't get here somehow? I don't know what's gonna. What are you gonna do? You don't have any contingency for that. Do you? Do you have plants elsewhere in the country or in the world that you can turn to and still manufacture your product?
And I think long term, this helps someone like a Donald Trump. Buy American. Let's build stuff at home. But I don't know that the turnaround right now, between now and November, is enough for the economy to tank and then build back up. It's a tight window, and I'm very nervous on that front with Bernie Sanders lurking.
Very much, yeah. And he'll blame all of this on Trump.
All of it.
Yep.
And some people will buy it.
Not only blame him, but blame his reaction to, like I said, he's very confident right now. And
sure is.
This could be a problem.
Sure is. That's why I dislike that guy with all the intensity of a trillion white-hot burning suns.
Bernie?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. He's not easy to love.
Bernie the socialist. Democrat nominee preference we're looking at right now, Sanders 31, Biden 18, Bloomberg 16, Buttigieg 12.
Warren's at 10.
Warren 10, Klobuchar 5. Bloomberg has moved into third. In South Carolina, though, Biden hanging in there. He's got a slight lead there. Biden over Bernie, and then Steyer's in third place in South Carolina. Steyer's making a pretty good showing there.
The gap between a brokered convention and Sanders winning is, I think it's gotten a little bit more now from 538.
What do you mean? Like it's more likely that there's
to be a brokered convention, yeah.
Really?
So, okay. I mean, that'll be fun. If you think I would not want to be there during that convention.
No, when they burn Milwaukee to the ground, as
They
promised
might.
by Sanders supporters.
Yeah, the Bernie Bros. Man, they
Bernie
could
Bros.
not
We got
have
it.
that.
There's got to be a more menacing name for them. Because that just doesn't take them seriously enough.
Really?
The Bernie Bros. Yo, man, dude, man. Yo, it's Bernie Bros. Shut up. They're socialist revolutionaries. They're not Bernie Bros.
Bernie commies.
I got it. I got
Commie
one.
Bernie,
I got it.
That's
something
fine.
Like that.
How about Bernie's Bolsheviks?
Okay.
Oh.
You can go
All
with
right,
that.
yeah. Let's get
Yeah.
that trending, y'all. Bernie's Bolsheviks.
That's better than Bros. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Disney streaming is faltering a tad apparently now.
Uh-oh.
Because, and this is their problem. They have a lack of adult programs. Not like, R-rated things, but things that adults like. For instance, The Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that's over, and there's nothing.
What you got?
What are you going to go to Disney for?
Yeah, I wish they had planned better and just staggered it. In other words, you do the
Yes.
Mandalorian season. Now let's do the Obi-Wan stuff I keep hearing about, like his life story. That's supposed to be coming out, right?
Yes.
Okay, so why didn't they just have that one ready?
They were supposed to.
Oh, really? What happened?
They announced that. No, that wasn't them. That's right. I'm thinking of CBS. CBS is always going to have a Star Trek series going. So when one ends, the next picks up. When that ends,
CBS
the next
All
one
Access
picks up.
Their All Access has got a couple other new shows breaking.
And they're pretty
soon,
good.
Yeah.
CBS All Access is better than Disney, I think.
Whoa.
Unless you want to watch a bunch of old Disney movies, then then it's probably with the kids. It's great. My grandson loves it, but I never watch Disney now that Mandalorian's over. There was Mandalorian. There was the Imagineers. I loved both of those.
Right.
Watched them in a few days, and it's gone. They're done.
This is why I was so happy to see Iger go. I was so sick of him at the helm of Disney. The guy just was an idiot, running that place.
So wait a minute.
That's right. He only drove them to the biggest company in the world.
So hold on a second.
That's it, though. Doesn't
Viacom own CBS?
I think so, yeah. They used to anyway.
Okay, so will you please alert me when you start seeing Beavis and Butthead pop up on CBS All Access? Because then I'll be interested.
Yeah, I will.
I mean, seriously, what an opportunity.
Yeah, opportunity lost, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I would subscribe. I'd sign up.
I'd have one.
I do remember you as a Beavis and Butthead fan.
Oh, it's because it's genius, man.
Oh, it's genius.
Mike Judge is a genius.
Right?
Pat.
Right?
Office Space.
Sure. Sure.
Idiocracy.
Yep. All of
Beavis
those
and
things.
Butthead.
Right,
That's
exactly.
the Triple Crown for Mike Judge.
That's the best. It's the best in the world. I just wish, just give us something. Give us some new programming of any kind, whatever. But they got to do better than what they're doing now because it's just, to me, it's not worth $7 a month. It was when Mandalorian and Imagineers were coming on every week, but not now. It's like, okay, what am I going to do with another Lady and the Tramp movie? I'm not really that interested.
Really?
Or The Little Mermaid. And I understand, there's some old Mickey Mouse movies there too, and I'm just not going to bring myself to watch those either. So,
is it fair to say that, hey Beavis, Disney Plus sucks? Is that possible? Does that fit?
It's pretty close to that. Yeah, it's pretty close.
So a lot of people, unsubscribing from Disney Plus, they're going to sign back up
when Mandalorian comes back.
But people like me that signed up for multiple years at a time.
Yeah, I made the mistake of buying a year because it was a little bit cheaper that way.
But it's working out for my family because we're watching The Simpsons from the beginning. So my kids are now getting indoctrinated.
Man, there's a million seasons of that too.
Over 500 episodes.
Are there 30 seasons? Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think we're in 31 or something like that now. Yeah.
With CBS All Access, they have all the old episodes of a lot of different series from the 90s, and then you look at this at the seasons and how many episodes there were per season. Do you remember that there were 26, not 10, 26 episodes every season? Like, what happened?
Yeah.
Now we just, there's a full 10 episodes this season. That's pretty good. No, it's not.
And those that are acting in them are paid much more than the people that were doing the 26 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's amazing that we've been able to. They've just placated us with here's 10, and you'll like it. Well, no, can't you do a little better than that? They went from 26 per season to 10.
Yeah,
incredible.
I mean, some shows are still
some are 13
in the teens. Yeah,
13 is the most I've seen since they made the change. Have you?
I don't know. I mean, you have shows like The Walking Dead. I mean, you're looking at 19 or 20, right?
Oh, really? Do they have?
Because it feels like different seasons because they they break it up.
Yeah.
You watch that first half of the second half of season 10 just started again, and that was episode 9.
Is it any good?
So yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it.
And you're back to doing Talking Walking
Dead on Mondays. Yeah,
whatever that is.
Recapping the episode. I don't really appreciate the tone.
Yeah, right.
Whatever
I picked up on that too,
you
man. Yeah.
I just subscribe to Chewing the Fat podcast, and then you'll be alerted when Talking Walking Dead drops every Monday.
I mean, you're speaking with Lord Fisher over here, right?
Right.
This is Lord Fisher.
Lord Fisher.
And
he's got a good point on that.
Yeah.
I wish I can't. We had a listener send us. She got us a lordship from the United from England. So yes,
how do you get a lordship?
Whoa! Don't tell him. Don't tell him. It's a secret. Okay, it's a secret club. Lord Fisher.
Listen to Chewing the Fat.
There it is. Thank
podcast.
you.
Okay. Subscribe to Chewing the Fat.
All right. Speaking of the Mandalorian, the new animatronic Baby Yoda has already sold out.
Oh.
And you won't be able to get it again until next December. So, Hasbro's new child animatronic. Why don't they go with what everybody knows it is Baby Yoda? Why don't you just call it that?
It's the child animatronic.
Didn't the guy that made it didn't want it to be Baby Yoda, right? Isn't that it?
Well, no, he wants to make sure that we're all properly calling it the child.
Oh, shut up.
Nobody's going to call it the child. That's ridiculous. It's asinine. The only reason the show lasted
because
it was Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda carried that show.
So it giggles and babbles, moves its ears back and forth, and sighs as if exerting a great amount of energy. And it's already sold out. Next delivery, December. That's despite the fact that the must-have doll from Disney's fall series, The Mandalorian, cost $60. Well, $59.99.
Ooh.
And it debuted at Toy Fair in New York only last week. Already sold out. Disney's online store, shopdisney.com, sold out its entire stock within 24 hours of making it available. Wow. This week, only 2 retail outlets, GameStop and Entertainment Earth, were still allowing customers to pre-order it in time for the holidays.
Wow.
In February.
Jeez.
$60 though.
Yeah, that's
pretty
pricey.
Steep. It sure is.
That is pricey.
It sure is.
I mean, you got to really want the Baby Yoda doll to do that.
I could almost be with 50. And that's even pushing it, but 60.
I was thinking like 20.
You are not getting Baby Yoda for 20, my friend.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that the closer we get to Christmas, you can get the Baby Yoda doll. It'll be resold at $300 a pop.
Sure. Why wouldn't you? I mean, you make a nice little tidy profit there.
Yeah.
You can't gouge people with their Baby Yoda doll desire. You can't gouge. Yes, I can.
Yep, I can.
I can, and I'm going to. I'm not, because I didn't have the foresight, as I never do, in making money. So never mind.
Oh, by the way, GameStop no longer available, I'm seeing.
Oh, really? So that eliminates
place?
that one. Okay. Entertainment Earth. See if Entertainment Earth is also out of it now.
Bookmarks.
Yeah, right. That's right. Never heard of the place. Let's see here. Pop-up ad. That's helpful, especially when you're live on the air.
Still, though, $60 now. I'm still stuck on the $60.
$60, yeah.
That's a lot.
Even with the deep sigh. I don't know that.
Okay, so you can order Baby Yoda at Entertainment Earth.
Okay.
You can go ahead and pre-order that, $60 a pop. If you celebrate Christmas in February of 2021, then it'll arrive in time. Because that's when
it'll arrive by 2021?
Yeah, a year from now is when you'll get your Baby Yoda from Entertainment Earth.
Oh, come on.
And I wonder if that's still true with our how many where are we at with shipping delays from China? I mean, I'm not sure.
Merry Christmas. Here's the coronavirus.
I could be wrong, but Baby Yoda probably isn't made in Louisiana.
The Baby Yoda Trojan horse carrying the coronavirus to your Christmas tree.
Wow.
Mm-mm.
I'm COVID-19, if you would.
Oh, I'm
Thank
sorry.
You
I'm
racist
so sorry.
bastard.
Thank you.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I'm wearing pants.
I don't
For a
need to know
change.
about that.
So.
Okay. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Got a list of stores that don't exist anymore. I went through this the other day. I was really shocked.
Brought back some memories.
Yeah, because I was like, oh yeah, that used to be a thing, and now it's gone. Toys R Us, for instance.
Yep.
They're still hanging on.
I think they brought that back in some locations, but they didn't bring back Babies R Us.
Stores. Yeah, the big stores.
Yeah, Lifeway Christian bookstores gone.
Wow.
So I remember those. We used to stop by there. Dress Barn, gone.
Right.
Dress Barn.
Dress Barn.
Wow. Let's see. Now it's actually switched on me here.
Is Blockbuster still around?
Blockbuster Video. That's one of them that they're
Yeah.
listed as toast, and they are in fact toast. But that's been gone for a while. There is one store in the whole country, and it's in the Bend, Oregon, or something like that. It's Bend, Oregon.
Right, because there was two. The one in Alaska finally closed.
Oh,
right?
did it really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
it
too
did.
bad. Yeah,
It did.
It's down to Bend, Oregon. Yep, one more.
Isn't that amazing?
It sure
As
is.
prominent as Blockbuster was.
I mean,
And the other video store too.
Man.
At one point, I know, and I never can remember their name, but at one point, there was another video store that just opened. I mean, they just flooded the market with stores. Gone.
Yeah.
Have a nice day. History.
Probably grew a little too fast. The Limited, gone. Radio Shack,
Right.
out of business. Radio Shack
completely?
was huge. Yeah.
wow.
They closed more than 1,000 stores after filing for bankruptcy in March of 2017. They've been gone a while.
You know, I think, but I and I know that they closed, but that's based here. They were based here. I seem to think like there's a Radio Shack not far from where we live. That's still
I haven't seen
open,
one.
I think. Now it might not be. It might be like Bill's Radio Shack. So it's
Hold on,
not
here we
really
go.
a
Store
Radio Shack.
store locator. Here we go. Show all stores.
But I feel like there's still.
Is there one in the DFW?
Oh, there's quite a few.
Are there?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess
So
they
they-
closed 1,000 of them.
Yeah, I mean they filed bankruptcy and they shut down, and I think that it's tough to find them. That's for sure.
Sport Chalet closed in 2016.
Sports
All or
Chalet,
most.
yeah.
Sports Authority, mostly gone.
Yeah.
They had more than 200 locations in the U.S., but closed its stores and sold its website to Dick's Sporting Goods.
Yeah.
Wow.
Too bad.
A&P, grocery store chain. It was open
A&P,
from 1915 to 1975 when it filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2010, and again in 2015, and closed all its stores last year.
A&P's. Wow.
Yeah, Blockbuster says there's one store left. Single remains in Bend, Oregon. Sam Goody. You remember Sam Goody Music
Yes.
Stores?
Yeah.
Dang. Comp USA. That was everywhere for a while.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Borders Books and Music. Bye-bye. Walden Books. All gone.
Right.
And Borders, right?
Yep. And Borders. Filene's Basement. Have you ever... Do you know Filene's?
I only went to Filene's once, and we were...
Filene's gone, and Filene's Basement, and B. Dalton bookstores. I mean, all the bookstores are pretty well gone. Why wouldn't they be? It's so much easier when you can get them in 10 seconds online. Just, I got it. Okay, never mind.
But you want to go into the store.
I want to touch the book and smell the book.
My wife
and hold
does.
the book.
I don't. I just
know.
want to read the book, and it's perfectly fine if I can have it in 5 seconds. I love that. 888-900-3393. More Pat Gray Unleashed coming up.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Good morning, Americans. It's Friday.
Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. And Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Kara32 tweets, empty diet soda shelves in stores should give people a preview at what the stores would look like every day under a Commie Sanders presidency.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
And it's true. It's just true. Jeffy's belly button echo. Huh. So wifey heard the podcast of yesterday's show and heard about the impending Diet Coke shortage. She was none too happy.
Thank you. This will not stand.
I wonder if she was downloading that from Spotify, iTunes, where you can get the podcast each and every day. iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google formats of all kinds. iHeartRadio.
Stuff.
Anywhere.
There's a whole list, by the way. Sorry, I have
YouTube. The whole show's posted on YouTube.
Krispy Kreme donut in my mouth. If you go to your Twitter page at Pat Unleashed, pinned to the top are all the different formats. You can download the show every day.
Okay.
Well, it was
And
nice of
YouTube.
you to do that for Chewing the Fat. I really
No,
appreciate
he
it.
didn't do it for Chewing the Fat. He did it for Pat Gray Unleashed.
Oh.
But, you can get your stupid people to do that for Chewing the Fat if you want.
I mean, right now I'm mad for them. You calling them stupid like that, okay?
By the way, Daniel in the other room tells me that that one Blockbuster that still exists, the
in
owner
Bend, Oregon.
in Bend, Oregon, the owner bought the rights from Blockbuster just before they went under and kept the name. So it's technically not even the Blockbuster Video anymore.
Oh, wow.
This guy bought the naming rights.
Does anybody use it? And why would you use it?
Well, there's still a couple of video stores around here, right?
That's Hollywood Video.
Are there?
That's what I was thinking of, Hollywood. But there's still a couple of like the family video stores in around here.
Mon
There's
pa
like
shops.
2 or 3 stores that are the same.
I don't know why would you... I don't even know why you would use that vending machine. What's it called?
Redbox? Oh, I do that.
Or
I use
whatever.
Redbox
Why?
from time to time.
Why? You just download it. You don't have to go anywhere.
You wanna know why?
I can tell you
download
why.
it.
I can get that movie for 99 cents.
I'll tell you why. Just what he said, except for I can get a coupon and get, oh, look, they're free tonight. Oh, I'm there.
Yeah, you
or
get 'em free.
50 cents off or whatever.
And
gas.
And Redbox also
The
has,
hassle.
Okay, that tone right there.
Thank you.
Lose it, okay?
I appreciate this, Jeffy. Yeah.
No, I'm not going
That tone right there.
It's on my way. It's on my way home.
Yeah, it's if you pass it,
I'm not doing
and
it.
you can drop it off
It's a hassle.
anywhere, so you're not really wasting any.
He's
gas.
not doing it because
It's a
he's not
hassle.
going to remember to take it back.
But
That's partly true.
And they have a streaming service now too. So
Yeah,
they
that's
jumped
fun.
in the streaming service, so you can just go to Redbox. So again, it's doing the
That's
same
where
thing.
Blockbuster lost out.
I
When
know.
Netflix started,
Yeah.
I know.
Netflix was nothing. They were nothing.
I know.
And then, except they mailed it to you, and you mailed it back, and you didn't have to do the late fee, and so it was a lot more convenient. All right, I'll get it in 2 days, and I'll be able to watch it. Well, as soon as they went online with their stuff, it was game over. It was bye-bye.
Right. I can get it. I don't know.
The greatest
now.
idea of all time. Really fantastic.
Yes.
Let's see. We got this tweet from American Pride. Mexico found a vaccine for the coronavirus. Corona Light. Get it? See? That's what they did there.
Here we go.
Jason Roberts. Jeez. Jason Roberts tweets, I can't wait to see which socialist country develops a cure for coronavirus. My money's on Venezuela. I think
Really?
I think that's where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Maybe Cuba, but definitely one of those two
Well, I'm
wonderful
going to follow
states.
suit with you, but I'll tell you what, it's probably an example of why I haven't made any money in the stock market, because I've made bets like that.
Me too. Me too, my friend. Carl Smith, we worry about the coronavirus when 250,000 die in the U.S. each year from medical errors.
Oh, wow. Is that right?
Is it really 250,000 a year?
All right, I'm Googling how many
Wow.
deaths a year.
From medical errors.
Yeah.
In the U.S. or world?
In the
I mean,
U.S.
it comes straight up. 250,000. A recent Johns Hopkins study. Johns Hopkins claims more than 250,000 people in the U.S. die every year from medical errors. Other reports claim the numbers
Oopsie-daisies.
to be as high as 440,000.
Wow.
They're the third leading cause of death after heart disease and cancer.
Oh, my
and
gosh.
I can say that more than a few of my family members have gone out that way. So I agree.
Wow.
I bet it's true. Yep.
I mean, I guess we do kind of almost all know someone who's had an issue, right, with a medical mistake.
Yeah. For
Or,
the
error.
doctors
Not
are
a
smart,
mistake, an
but
error.
they're still human, you know. And you've got to put your trust in somebody, right?
Right.
Who are you going to choose? A doctor at your local hospital or the government? You know, it's.
Oh, the government, for sure, right?
Yes.
Look how well they do.
Yes.
With all the things that they control. VA is perfect. The post office is great.
The USPS are wonderful.
When you go to the motor vehicles department, whether it's the DMV or whatever they call it in your area, in your local area, here on the Big Frog 1099 Universe, everybody. Good morning in your local area, whatever they call it, the DMV or whatever. You know what a great experience that is. Am I right?
Yes, you are, my friend. Yes, you are.
So why not have them take over medicine? Please.
Yes.
It'd be great. And you know, when it's all Medicare, the doctors are not going to be the quality doctors we have today.
Top shelf.
Because who's going to go to school for 24 years? Literally 24 years of schooling to come out and make $60,000, $75,000 a year. No way. No way are people going to do that. Right. I wouldn't do that. When you commit yourself to medicine and you go all the way through and you become a doctor, even a general practitioner, that requires the kind of schooling that's, really extensive and takes a long, long time before you get into the black in your bank account. And so you're going to want to make a lot of money, and you should make a lot of money with that kind of education and that kind of skill when very few people are willing to do it. Well, when the government gets involved in all that, they're not going to pay you like that. They're not. And so a lot of people are not going to enter the medical profession.
No kidding. I was reminded by on Twitter last night from Liz Wheeler. This is how Bernie Sanders' Medicare for All will work. First, insane tax hikes, but not enough to pay $30 trillion price. So medical care will be rationed. You'll be denied care. Doctors' salaries will be cut. So you'll face long wait times while paying more for health care than you are now. Sounds like fun, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. Sounds great.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Got a tweet from Why All the Hate.
Which is why we can't let it happen, by the way. Just a passing note, we can't let that happen, please.
Yeah, Why All the Hate kind of accentuates this with the tale of the cows.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
this is through pictures and stuff.
Yeah, this is how you explain...
socialism.
Yeah, and communism and all sorts of ideas of how to run a government.
So, socialism, you have two cows. You give one to your neighbor.
I think you're forced to give one to your neighbor.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah. Okay.
Communism, you have two cows. The state takes both and gives you some milk.
Oh,
but you don't get any of the cow. Just
nice
a little bit of the milk.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. Then they go through fascism.
Okay.
Okay, you have two cows, which I can't read this.
Where are we at here?
You'll have to read that. Fascism.
Oh, okay, fascism. Hang on. I think the state takes your cows, right? And then and then it's not in front of me, so I don't know.
Bureaucratism.
Let's see what we got here. Fascism. The state takes both and sells you some milk. Bureaucratism.
Yeah. So you have to pay for your milk.
Right.
Fascism.
You have two cows in bureaucratism. The state takes both, shoots one, milks the other, and then throws the milk away.
No kidding.
Traditional capitalism, you have two cows.
Funny.
You sell one and you buy a bull. Your herd multiplies and the economy grows. You sell them and retire on the income. And that's capitalism.
It's a pretty good explanation.
Yep. And so we will tweet that out at Pat Unleashed on Twitter momentarily.
Hopefully you'll be able to read it when it's on Twitter. It won't be so teeny tiny that you can't see what's going on.
Yeah, our printer hates us, by the way. That's just the bottom line.
All right. 888-900-3393 and at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. In a Florida hospital, a worker was arrested. Now, see, this is before we have all the socialized medicine even. And
wait till the government runs it.
Yeah, I know. Worker arrested for... sucking patients' toes.
Ooh.
I mean, they're just laying there.
We didn't even have to say, Jeffy. He just jumps right in. I mean, just laying there. What else are you going to do? You're
First
bored.
of all...
You're in a hospital. You're bored. I'm giving you some entertainment.
Are the toes exposed? Well, are they sticking out of the blankets?
What do you want me to do?
Then. What are you supposed to do?
I'm just keeping you warm.
You sucked our toes.
This is so gross, really.
That is really weird. France Beldurin he's 23. He was arrested earlier this week after allegedly sucking on a patient's toes while on the clock at Gulf Coast Hospital in
Fort on the
Myers.
clock.
Yeah, that's why they got in trouble.
Yeah. If you want to suck on patients' toes in your own time, that's fine.
That's fine.
But not while we're paying you money. No. The shocked patient told police they felt their right foot being touched around 11 p.m. Monday. They assumed a nurse was checking for swelling, but then they felt their foot being touched again and then again a third time, feeling something between their toes. After the third time, the patient looked up only to find Belderin on his knees with his head bent over their foot, sucking on her toes. The patient yanked their foot away, and Belderin retreated back to his seat in the room where he was working as a sitter for the patient's roommate, who had been deemed a flight risk. Okay. What a strange situation.
Just sitting there bored, and those toes eventually they look good.
He's sitting there all night. The toe was exposed. What do you want him to do? Is that about right?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
right. I got it. Okay. Later on, Belderin asked the patient if they were all right, and that's when they called for assistance to report him to the responding nurse. Security was called, and he was arrested on charges of battery.
What?
On a person 65 years or older.
Oh.
You're going to suck the toes of the elderly? No, that's not right. That's just not right.
Battery?
Battery.
I'm sorry.
What are you charging him with? What are you what are you charging him with?
What are you charging?
First, take him off the clock.
First of all,
take him off the clock. All right, punch him out.
Okay.
And then, maybe ask him to leave or something. But battery, you arrest him?
What?
Are we a police state now?
It has gotten to the point where you can't suck somebody's toes in a hospital. What are we coming to in this country?
Plus, she was obviously over 65, so she liked it.
Look at the way her toes were dressed. Was there anything on them? No.
I mean, look at hanging
naked
out,
toes.
just hanging out there in front of my face all day and night.
What do you think is going to happen when you expose your toes like that and you don't have a sock on it or a shoe? What do you
keeping
think
her warm?
Battery.
That's all he's got. Like, what? Are you charging him with anything?
No, you're not, are you? You're not charging him with anything. Just fire him.
Suspension, maybe?
Suspend him. For how long? A day? I don't know, an hour and a half?
18 hours.
Give him a lunch period without pay.
I mean, look, he's in the news. He's suffered enough.
Okay.
The worst, man.
I get it. You can't. Okay, so he's not supposed to be doing that, on the clock. I get
On the
it.
clock.
But battery? Okay.
Man. You're
I tell you.
It's just,
okay.
too much. It's too much.
It's too much?
It's too much.
Yeah. I mean, he's obviously got a thing going on there. He's got a little problem with people's feet.
But at least he doesn't work in a business where he has access to people who are incapacitated or, exposed.
Except, yes, wait a minute. He does. He does.
That's exactly where he is.
So.
Yeah. We're going to have to ask you to leave.
Yeah. Definitely fired. Yeah, I don't know about charges.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is there a lot of harm done? The guy probably would do harm eventually. Don't you think that's kind of a creepy thing to do? Start sucking on somebody's toe.
Oh, now we're just guessing what's going to happen.
We're doing future crimes.
Wait,
we're doing future crimes.
Hold on, you just qualified that. You said, isn't that kind of a creepy thing to do?
It's a very creepy thing.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's beyond kind of creepy. Very creepy.
So creepy.
This show has gone off the rails.
I don't even know you.
900-3393.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
We were just thinking the XFL.
You giving up?
I haven't watched it. I don't think in the last. Is this week 3 or 4?
Yes.
One of them.
Yes.
I don't even know.
Yes.
I've already forgotten about it.
Yes. I just remember last weekend, last Sunday, I was thinking Sunday night, I was getting ready for Walking Dead, and I thought, oh, you know what? I didn't even watch any football today.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of it, and I thought, oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, have we all? Is that where we're at with it now?
Well,
I haven't looked at. I
there's
haven't
not a lot of
looked
talk
at the
about it.
numbers, right? But I haven't seen any hype around it either.
Yeah, I haven't either.
And so it's really kind of, and I want to like it. I want to.
Well, here's something that'll get you into it. The city of Arlington, Texas mayor has placed a big bet with the mayor of Houston because the Dallas and Houston teams are playing this weekend.
Okay.
The big bet is whoever whoever team loses has to wear the other team's jersey around City Hall for a whole day.
Ooh,
so there's
wow, that's riveting. That's riveting.
That'll bring the
riveting
eyeballs to that game,
won't
for
it
sure.
though? Oh man, now
Wait
it's
a minute.
on.
He's got to wear a jersey.
It's on like
Donkey Kong now,
and only be seen by his coworkers all day.
Stop it!
Oh.
That's too much.
That's embarrassing.
Wow,
is what that is.
That's too much. What a bet! Oh wow. Hey, I mean, this should be among gentlemen here. That's too far. Yeah, you've gone too far.
Too far. So anyway, this weekend,
yeah,
a lot is on the line when Dallas plays Houston, and I keep avoiding their nicknames because I don't know them.
I have no idea.
Renegades and Dallas Renegades, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes,
I think that's right.
So we're gonna go with yes on that one. Houston.
That feels right.
It's the Renegades versus
and the Rough Riders.
Roughnecks.
Roughnecks.
All right.
I had the rough part.
Yeah.
I had the rough part. Kind of surprised, actually. I had any of it.
I don't know that I got. Did I get Renegades right? Is that right? Yeah, that's right.
And it's the DC Defenders. I know that.
Wait, that's soccer. Isn't
No.
it?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's
DC.
soccer, though, the Defenders.
Yeah, DC Defenders, yep.
Yeah.
Anything else you want me to Google and autocomplete here and hope I'm right?
Just go to the website, the XFL website. You have all the teams right there in front of you.
XFL.com.
And there are 8 teams. Is that right?
Sure.
I think that's not enough. First of all, it's not enough teams for a league, okay?
You got the Seattle Dragons.
Not even enough to do some toe sucking. Because it'd be too obvious if there's that few teams.
I mean, I like a lot of the stuff that they're doing.
Yeah, I do too.
You know, I do like a lot of the stuff they're doing, and the all access to the field is
that's cool.
Right? It's
risky,
cool.
risky, but cool.
It is risky. It is risky.
LA Wildcats, New York Guardians, St. Louis Battlehawks, and the Tampa Bay Vipers. That's all 8 of them there. So we're going to the Roughnecks Renegades game, gentlemen?
No, we're not. At least I'm not. You guys could, I'll meet you there. If I'm not there by game time, just go in.
We have to wait till
go
game
in
time in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Is there a section you want us to meet you in?
Whatever section you guys go to is fine with me. And then I'll just meet you there.
Just catch up with us?
Again, I'll catch up to you. So just go ahead and get seated.
Will you use your phone so you can see when we're texting and calling you?
Sure.
I don't want to go in and
easier.
enjoy it if you're on your way.
Sometimes on the weekends, though, my phone dies. And I have
dies
to charge
on the weekends?
Yeah, because I've used it so extensively all week long that on the weekend...
You got to hook it up to a charger thing.
Right. That's what I do on the weekends. Speaking of too much, KFC's wild new chicken and donuts sandwich, I guess you would call it, is available nationwide now. You know what? This is too much. You got 2 donuts surrounding a chicken patty, a fried breaded chicken patty.
Yeah.
You would think I would love this, but I don't. I don't like that.
We've had the donut with the burgers.
I don't like that.
It was
the sweet and the savory together like that. I don't like it.
No, I haven't had the chicken though with the donut, so I mean, I'm willing to try it.
I guess I'd take a bite of it, but we ate this kind of stuff at the State Fair a few years ago. That ruined me for all of it. It was just too much.
I got to tell you that fair show, man. We tasted a lot of stuff on that show.
Yeah, we did.
That I want to go on record as saying not that good.
It really wasn't.
How many peeps did you eat during a Pat and Stew episode?
72. He ate 72. Yeah.
Well, it was a disappointing number. But I know KFC also. Remember they had the double down burger where they had the burgers. That was back. I mean, that was with the 2 pieces of chicken.
Yes,
chicken.
The chicken instead of the buns.
Yeah.
They
had that, and then they had the cheese.
I didn't love that either.
With the chicken as the bun. I mean, it's just they're all trying to
gimmicky,
get
and it's not. It doesn't work food wise. I don't think.
It's cute for a little bit.
Some people probably like it, but I don't like the sweet and savory like that together. Super sweet, like breakfast item with the chicken or burger. No, can't do it.
I mean, I'll eat them like if I were to have like say a donut and a burger, and then I take a bite out of the donut and then I have a burger.
Yeah, but not together.
Yeah, no, not together.
Wash it down with some milkshake, maybe in between.
Thank you.
And you're on to something.
I'm good.
I mean, I'm not talking about doing something healthy. I'm just saying there's a time and a place for all of it.
Yes.
Right? Just not together.
And I don't know that they're not healthy.
That's a good point.
We got this great story from the Babylon Bee. The Russians declared that the election is too chaotic for them to successfully interfere in. The Russians were excited once again for a U.S. presidential election in which they could interfere to sow division and discord. But their excitement soon turned to dismay when they found an election already too chaotic for them to follow. Everyone is ready to tear each other apart in the Democratic primary, commented Alexei Teplov, a Russian hacker. It seems like if we tried to add any more chaos, it would just be a drop in the ocean.
Yeah.
Teplov described how anytime they had to try to get people to turn against each other, it was always overshadowed by a grassroots campaign to do the same thing. And then there's Trump, Teplov added. I mean, the guy is already so unpredictable. I feel like I'm trying to smash things with a sledgehammer while a tornado is around me, ripping up buildings.
That's fun.
Evil leader of Russia and interferer of elections, Vladimir Putin agreed. In our wildest ambitions, we would never have tried to get a straight-out communist to win the nomination in a major U.S. party. I love that.
It's a democratic socialist.
Again, the comment from Putin, in our wildest ambitions, we never would have tried to get a straight-out communist to win the nomination in a major U.S. party.
Yeah, that's a dream come true.
I don't know how we're supposed to interfere and add to that. Putin hung his head, sadly. It's like people don't even need a Russia anymore. You don't need a Russian anymore when you got Bernie Sanders.
You get the Democratic Party.
Yeah. Well, yes. You don't. Who needs Russia when you have the United States Democrats? The whole Democrat Party.
You can't let them win. They can't win.
They can't win.
I've heard that somewhere before.
Yeah, I have too. I can't remember where, but somebody has said it multiple times. Like, if they win, the country is over. You might as well just shut it down. And then there was a sound or something.
I better know where I heard that. I think I heard it on a program. It's called Pat Gray Unleashed.
Really?
And
where would you get a show like that?
You can.
How would you find it?
This podcast. In fact,
it sounds really good.
Yeah, I think Lone Wolf tweeted out a summary of yesterday's show. In case you missed it, put it on a marquee, a Roxy Theater marquee.
Tonight. Cannibal polar bears, soda apocalypse, cosmic squatter. That summed up the show yesterday pretty nicely there. Thank you for that, Lone Wolf. Do we have the picture of that?
I don't know.
Yeah, there it is. If we
do now, just hold up the camera.
Yeah, that's how we do it now. We just hold up pictures to the camera.
See that?
You're welcome.
That's our graphic. There it is. All right, Cannibal polar bears, soda apocalypse.
Cosmic
Squatter.
Oh, that's that little moon that was hanging out, right? That's the size of like a car.
It's only 11 feet across, though, so we were like, oh, shut up. That's not a squatter. And then get out of here. A moon. 11 feet? You're calling it a mini moon?
Weren't you here for the show?
What's that?
Weren't you here for the show yesterday?
Yes.
Okay.
What is your...
I just was finding it difficult. You were... Oh, that's that moon story we did. You were here. You know what the cosmic squatter was.
Right. I had to have
he's mocking you, Keith.
I think I had my memory jogged. But thank you for pointing that out. I mean,
just checking.
Because you're sharp as a tack. I mean, you're the standard for memory.
And at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Billy Flint tweets, Sunday is a one-year anniversary of Judy calling into the program.
Really?
A really good time to reflect.
March 1st,
March 1st, huh?
Really?
I wasn't aware. So.
I wasn't keeping track of the anniversary.
I wasn't
Judy,
either, but I'm glad somebody is. And we should pull that call and play it again.
We don't have to put up a tree
on Monday.
Do we?
It's too late for the tree. The
That's
Judy
it.
tree it's too late. Yeah. If you're not celebrating 3-4 weeks out, then you might as well forget it.
Let's see. So
you just don't care at that point.
At Pat Unleashed right now, tweet out a link to that podcast if you want to check it out later. Let me find out where in the show Judy was, and that way you can just go right to it. But we'll relive that hopefully, and then of course, so that's a big day. Monday we're gonna hopefully relive the Judy moment, and then Tuesday,
that's fun.
Of course, is Happy New Year. It's the Pat Gray New Year on March the 3rd. So you don't seem excited. Where's my? We got decorations and everything.
Oh, good. Good. Yeah. All right. 888-900-3393.
Wow. Scrooge
how many times have I mentioned that that's not what I wanted?
Well, that's the last day we can do it. It's the last day we're allowed to. That's all.
No, you're not allowed to.
After
I
March 3rd.
specifically said I don't want to hear it on March 3rd.
I thought it was after. Oh, well. It's March 3rd now.
All right, let's go to Nick in Illinois. Hey, Nick, you're on the Blaze.
Hey, guys. Happy Friday.
Hey.
Cool. I don't mean to kill the mood, but I feel like there was you guys were talking about abortion earlier and the lack of care for human life inside the womb. So thought I'd bring you a little statistic that I haven't heard anywhere else. Maybe someone else has done it, but I had to do the math myself. It's a little bit of stew math, so bear with me here. But the death rate, the average age of death in the United States is 78. That number doesn't include murdered babies. When you factor in abortion, the average age of death in the United States drops down to 50 years old.
Jeez.
Wow.
It takes it down 28
It hasn't been that
years.
low. It hasn't been that low since the year 1909.
That's something.
That's a sobering number.
I know you
Yeah, it
apologize for bringing us
Really
down, but
interesting.
you know what? I'm not
No,
accepting your
that's a
apology
good
for
stat.
bringing us- It's a great stat.
Yeah, it really is.
I mean, that's just a horrific number.
Yeah, remember that number. Commit that to memory there.
Wow.
78 to 50. That's the average lifespan.
That's how
or
many.
age of death.
That's how many babies are being
in
killed
the United States.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I mean, it is sobering.
Yes, it is.
But we should be sobered up because that's despicable. It's absolutely despicable and evil. What is happening with our young, with our babies, and the attitude that has led to the slaughter. It's amazing. I mean, they're proud of it now. They're happy about it. They celebrate it. They love it. They don't want it to be rare anymore. They don't care if it's rare. You can do it for convenience. It used to be supposedly a medical thing, and now it's just whenever you want. If you just don't feel like it, if you're just not up to it, you're not in your penthouse suite yet, okay, go ahead and wipe that baby from your life.
And of course, we have we want it both ways. We want to be able to say, "Hey, it's okay. Just if you're pregnant, kill it. It's okay." But then they want it on the other side too, where we can't ever say, "Are you going to kill it?" And we want to be proud that you're pregnant mother and that you're going to have your baby. I mean, it's just amazing. We want to
like the Hippocratic moment with Elizabeth Warren the other night at the debate. What hypocrisy!
I know. It's maddening. It's just maddening.
Like she's a big defender of life in the womb.
Are
okay.
ya?
All righty. Melvin in Washington, you're on the Blaze. Hi.
Yeah. Good morning, folks.
Morning.
Anyway, you was talking about that little moon. Well, Jeff Fisher's moon is a heck of a lot bigger than that. And
no, you're right. You're right.
I don't mind chewing the fat, but when it gets around sucking toes, that's not my cup of tea.
No, mine neither. But all right. Thanks, Melvin.
First
he
of
brings
all-
up a good point.
First of all, I never said that it was my cup of tea. I'm just saying I thought charging the man with battery was a little much.
What did you think about your moon size, though?
I didn't get that. I didn't know
You didn't get that?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll explain later.
You know when you get caught between the moon and New
Here
York
we go.
City, then your name is Jeff Fisher.
What if you get caught between... Never mind.
I hadn't heard those lyrics before. I don't know.
When you get caught between the moon and New York City, your name's Jeff Fisher. Remember that song?
I don't.
Good song, yeah.
It was big in the 80s, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
Late 70s?
Early 80s.
Early 80s.
Early 80s. I just saw an interview. I don't know where this was with Christopher Cross. He's like 64 now or something, I think. And he was talking about fame and how the interviewer asked him, "Is it tough when you've been that big? You're that huge.
He had made a fortune off of that.
For that, amount of time, just a little while, and then you're completely gone." And he said, "Well, you know what? It's hard to, get fame and fortune for any amount of time, and so I'm just grateful for any amount of time.
him.
It's really, yeah." And he said, "It's
Good
just
for him.
it changed my life, and my life is still
yeah.
Oh, wow.
benefiting from it."
Heck yeah. I mean,
The guy's rich for life. He's set forever.
I mean, that album, man, with
It was huge.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was
all you heard was crisscross music.
You aren't kidding. You did, man. It was everywhere.
He's still making... he's touring.
Yeah, he is touring. Yeah, he's playing a lot. I guess. A lot of different venues.
But I'm sure. Yeah. I mean, smaller venues.
Well,
he's probably not playing
more intimate show.
Football stadiums now. Probably not. No.
Christopher Cross, he released an album as recently as 2017.
Wow. All right. 888-900. But the fact remains, when you get caught between the moon and New York City,
yeah,
your name is Jeff Fisher. All right.
Is that actually a fact?
Yes. Yeah, it is. Yeah. All right. Court in Texas. You're on the Blaze. Hi.
Hey, guys. How y'all doing today?
I'm doing good.
Good. I was just kind of shocked. I've been hearing y'all talk about the NFL and how they're going to have a 17-game season, maybe.
And how they're going to maybe have it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The players.
They're going to do an extra 2 playoff games that will go into the next year if it passes. I think 2021 will be 17 games.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah, this would be that's when it would go into effect.
The players are radically opposed.
Mm-hmm.
Radically opposed.
It's going to help out the majority of the smaller players. So the whole group's going to vote.
Because I think there's more money, right? There's more money in it for them. Don't they get paid extra?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but I think there's a set amount on the big players for the 17th game, and I think that's why they're having an issue with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they want to make their normal salary for it. And, whatever it is per game that they make, like if they're making $1 million per game and they're making $16 million a year, they certainly don't want to go back to $500,000 for that last game.
You can't live the rest of the year.
They can't live on that. No. Thanks, Court. I mean, wait, you want me to play for $500,000?
I've got to feed my family.
For 3 hours? For $500,000? No. Hard no on that.
Well, you recall they were originally talking about the owners were thinking about an 18 game schedule, and then you would have to pick 2 games where players would have to sit out, so they would only play 16. Yeah. That's the stupidest thing. Can you imagine going to a game and your favorite player wasn't there because
never do that.
He's going to be off?
It'd be
today.
like an NFL replacement game at that point.
Yeah.
No.
If they do ratify this, then the percentage of media money that the players get would go to 48%, eventually 48.5%. That would mean more than $5 billion in new money to players. So they would get money from the broadcast rights.
Wow.
Up to that amount. Let's see. Are they going to get rid of any of the preseason games?
That's what I thought. I thought they were going to eliminate a playoff game, which would be great, and play the extra regular season game.
Add a playoff.
Eliminate a preseason and add a playoff.
Yeah. So there'd be 7 teams in each conference out of 16 making the playoffs instead of the current 6. So there you go. I think the only team to get a first round bye would be the number 1 seed. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Okay. I mean, what are we playing hockey now? Just every team gets in the playoffs and we just go.
Yeah, I don't
except
like
for
that.
maybe one team.
Oh, that's the NBA more than anything. The NBA is where crappy teams make the playoffs. That's
teams with losing records can make the playoffs in the NBA.
That's kind of where we're at, right? That's what that's what we're leaning toward.
Yeah,
and just so what are we playing the season for at all?
It is a long season. Yeah,
yes, it is.
So if the playoffs were today in the NBA, you'd have the 8th seed, the Grizzlies. They would be 28-30 is their record. So they would make the playoffs. And the Orlando Magic, 26-32, would be in the playoffs in the NBA.
That's just sad.
Yes, it is.
That's just sad. The other thing that happens is all the records get diluted. Because now you have an extra game.
Right, I was wondering, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So are you going to put an asterisk? No, because they didn't do it when it went from 14 to 16. They wouldn't do it from 16 to 17. They'll just accept it, and you move on, and sorry, you lost your record because somebody had an extra game to beat you.
That's what happened with baseball, right?
Yeah, I don't like that.
They used to have 150 games or something.
Yeah.
And
then they went to 162. No asterisk. TCU defensive tackle, since we're talking about the NFL here, Ross Blacklock, said the Las Vegas Raiders informed him. Wow, they're calling them the Las Vegas Raiders already?
Yes, this year, baby.
That's going to get... that'll be hard to get used to.
Mm-hmm.
The Las Vegas Raiders. Wow.
I mean, we went from Oakland to L.A.
Mm-hmm.
That took some doing.
L.A. Raiders, but we got used to it. Then they went back to Oakland Raiders, and now they're Las Vegas Raiders. So anyway, the Raiders informed him at the NFL scouting combine that he had accumulated over 3 dozen on-campus parking tickets while with the TCU Horned Frogs.
I mean, it's tough parking down there in Fort Worth.
Heck yeah. I mean, that's just silly to give these kids, and I say kids, these young men, a hard time for that, because it's parking violations all around the university and the facilities. It's not. It's almost to the level of toe sucking. There's no crime. There's no crime.
The Raiders told me about my 37 parking tickets that I didn't know about. When he was asked how he wasn't aware of the large quantity of tickets, the Texas native said the school took the money straight from his student account.
Yeah.
I guess it's a good thing because I ain't got no bad record. Clean dude.
There you go.
So there you go.
There you go.
He ain't got no bad record.
Got no bad record.
If you ain't got no bad record, that must mean, however, you have some bad record.
It's possible.
Am I right?
It's possible that
it's
means
the double negative.
That's right.
Like the people that are
trying
running
to trick us.
Like the people that are running for mayor in the great city of Baltimore, I believe coined a Democratic hellhole from you,
yes.
Pat Gray.
Yes, indeed.
Because over half, there's 32 people running for mayor of Baltimore. All right, over half of them have criminal charges on their records.
Wow.
Felony theft, carjacking, false imprisonment, embezzlement, breaking and entering, passing bad checks. And remember, the former mayor just got sentenced for 3 years in prison, I think, for Pugh, is that her name? Catherine Pugh.
For what?
For wire fraud, tax evasion.
Wow.
She's got 3 years in prison, 3 years probation. I think that just came down yesterday for her. So their TV station, WBFF, did a big expose on this. And former Mayor Sheila Dixon, a Democrat, indicted on 12 counts of theft, fraud, and misconduct, which was, good for her. You have a business owner, Ricky Vaughn, a Democrat, charged with felony theft, carjacking, harassment. No problem. Don't worry about it. David Anthony Wiggins, a Republican, a self-described business owner. I'm not really sure what that means. And a clergy member was charged with false imprisonment, harassment, failure to comply with a peace order, and filing a false application to purchase a firearm. George Hurd, also a Republican running for office, charged with malicious destruction of property, breaking and entering, passing bad checks. These are just to name a few of the people running for mayor of Baltimore. And good luck to the city of Baltimore. I mean,
but only half of them have criminal records.
Right.
Only half.
Right.
That's Democrats in Baltimore. That's unreal.
It sure is.
What they've done to that city, it's despicable. It's really despicable. And yet, the people in the city keep electing the same people.
Yes, they do.
The obviously corrupt criminals that they just keep putting in office.
It doesn't matter.
So what happens? Your murder rate goes up. They don't care that the city's going to hell. You've got blight all through the city.
The mayor that was just
will they ever wake up?
That mayor that was just charged, Pugh, when she was in office, this was all going on, and the statistics of what was happening crime-wise in the city was horrendous.
Yeah,
it was just awful.
Man,
no, it doesn't matter. I'm making money illegally. So what?
888-900-3393. We've got to show you this video before the end of the week here. This is the video of a very excited bowler.
Yeah, this is an anniversary. 8-year anniversary was the other day, and so this was really making the rounds on social media when he won. I don't know.
So this happened 8 years ago.
Correct. And it's just a moment in bowling history.
That's inexplicable. Check this out.
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it. And
look at that!
Wow. Uh-oh, wait. Whoa.
That is right. I did it.
Number 5. Are you kidding me?
I number 5. That's right.
Who do you think you are? I am.
What? Wait, what?
Who do you think you are? I am.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Yeah, who do you think you are? I am. What's the problem?
I think I'm Pat. Who do you think you are? Pat too, or what are you saying to me there? I don't understand.
I think that guy's got some issues.
Who do you think?
Who do you think you are?
I am.
Is is it a conversation he's having with himself right there at the alley? Or?
Apparently.
He's just excited. I mean,
Just
you could well understand, Pat, how excited you get when you bowl.
Maybe we can decipher it after a second viewing.
Oh, okay. Oh, let's watch this again. Because there's a lot going on
makes
here.
any more sense the second
He's
time
got cool
around.
sunglasses indoors, I'll tell you that.
All right, he gets a strike. Yes.
And he cusses a lot.
Gosh darn it, he did it. That's right, I did it.
Been there.
I number 5.
I number 5.
Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am.
Okay, so I number 5. That's the first thing we should probably dissect.
Damn it right. Who do you think you are? I am. Damn it right. I am, you are, as he is, she is, we are, you, and we're all together. Wait, what?
So I number 5.
Yeah, I number 5. So maybe
I
he's
number
talking about
5.
interstate. I-5 on California, maybe?
I number 5.
I number 5.
What else am I missing? What's the
I think
other
those
thing?
are partial statements.
I
Like,
think they
I
are.
just did it, that's number 5 in a row or whatever.
So he
Did
couldn't just
did
finish
5
a thought.
strikes in a row, maybe?
I don't
5
know.
championships,
5
maybe, right?
championships.
5 championships
Yeah.
in a row?
Yeah.
I-5. Okay. I number 5.
I number 5.
Okay, and who do you think
maybe
you
he's
are?
calling bingo. I number 5.
I think he just cracked the code.
B17.
There's
17.
2 things happening there at the bowling championship: a bowling and bingo.
Bingo.
So he's excited because he's the first
Yeah.
person to win
The
a
bowling
bowling
bingo
championship while winning a bingo championship.
like it.
Who do you think you are? I am.
I can't. Okay, but that's bowling.
I'm sorry we missed that 8
I
years ago
know.
or whatever
Yeah.
it was.
I know.
Shoot.
You don't get the excitement of the PBA
There's
much.
right. Although lately I've been tuning around and the sports channels, mine are all clumped together, on my package.
Yeah.
And I've come across bowling a few times. and
PBA
for
going
whatever
on?
reason, have just stopped there and watched it for a while.
Wow, really?
I don't know why.
Exciting times.
Exciting times. I don't know any of the people, but now there's a thing on the Bowlers Tour, and it's been this way for a while. I just wasn't aware of it. Two-handed bowling. Have you seen two-handed bowling?
No.
What?
Where they throw it down
Like
the
little kids do?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. One of the greatest bowlers in history is a two-handed bowler. He's from Australia, and I think he's won like 5, 6, 7 PGA
All
titles.
right, 2 questions.
PBA.
PBA.
How
yeah.
fast do they get it down the lane?
Really fast.
And
really fast.
I'm sensing back problems here.
I think he says it's better, on your
it's probably
body
better,
than the one-handed thing. Yeah. He says it's less wear and tear.
Huh.
He says, and they've showed him, he can also bowl one-handed. And we saw him bowl a strike because they just showed him do it. But he just prefers and is better with doing it two-handed. It's a really weird thing.
That's okay with the PBA rules and everything. That's part of their deal.
Yeah, that's fine as long as you don't cross the line.
Right.
Are they also? Do they set up the little bumpers? Along
Yeah, they got the bumpers there for him too.
They're cool. And do they call
Special
it
PBA bumpers though?
Bank it off the edge there. Okay, cool. now I'm tuning in. That's ESPN 8.
Yes.
Don't be surprised if
Ocho?
those bumpers
18.
are actually there, sponsored by CC's Pizza or something,
Right.
because we got to have sponsorships, man.
I'll check that out.
All right, 888-900-3393. Also, we have from Instagram, every state's least favorite and most favorite state.
I can answer 2 right now.
This is kind of fun. So pick your state and then find the state that you like and the one that you least like.
Okay, so let's just start. Like Nebraska, there hates Iowa. So there's like a key down here.
And does Iowa hate Nebraska?
And Iowa hates Nebraska. It's a great natural rivalry, football and stuff. And it looks like the same thing's happening between Missouri and Kansas there.
Yeah, they do not like each other.
Uh-huh.
Michigan and Ohio. Oh man,
don't like each other.
Oh no.
That's because of the Michigan-Ohio State rivalry.
Yeah.
And then you've got all the states in the West
Look at that.
that hate California.
All of the states: Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, Utah, Nevada, Arizona, all hate California.
And you know why that
Pat?
is?
Tell us why.
Because Californians have moved into all those states and ruined them.
Yes.
That's why.
The rest of the
I
country,
guarantee you that's
should
why.
have that too.
Yeah.
Put that color on the whole country.
Californians, one of the things they've done is moved into the state and paid cash for really nice homes, and it drove up the price of all those homes in all those states.
Look at that.
And then they changed the politics of all those states.
Mark points out Florida hates itself. Florida hates Florida.
That's funny.
What's the other graphic we have of states that love other states? Yeah, there we go.
There it is.
Okay, so there you go. Oklahoma and
States
Arkansas hate Texas, right?
Well, they're jealous.
This is the favorite. I'm sorry, this
Texas,
is the favorite.
we
No,
don't
this
like
is the favorite.
Oklahoma
This is
either.
favorite. I'm sorry.
Okay, they
I
like
misspoke.
Texas.
So Oklahoma and Arkansas love Texas.
They're jealous.
Texas loves Louisiana. Okay, get your head checked, Texas.
What?
Louisiana and Mississippi are pretty.
Okay.
No.
Not my favorite.
No.
Yeah.
Look at all the states around Colorado. Love Colorado. That's weird. Anyway,
Colorado's beautiful.
Yeah, it sure is.
we will tweet these out so that you can see. So all the southeastern states, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, all love Florida.
Interesting.
Sure do.
Okay. 888-900-3393. Let's talk to Bill in Wisconsin. Hey, Bill, you're on the Blaze.
First of all, I think hell just froze over, but it was hell, Michigan, so don't worry. I have to agree with Jeffy on this. The toe sucking is not a crime. It's really, really sick, like Jeffy, but it's not a crime.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So that's the thing. But I wanted to let everybody know, if you are a toe sucker, you can join the Democratic Socialist Party. They have a secret society called the Democratic Toe Suckers of America.
Really?
bet they do.
Democratic
probably not
Socialist
far
Party.
off.
You have to join that first, and then you can be in the secret society.
Seriously, would that surprise anybody if they did? Appreciate it. Thanks, Bill.
No, it wouldn't.
No, it would not. No, it would not.
It would not surprise. It would not surprise me one bit.
Not at all.
Bernie is really a sicko, man.
He
I'm
is.
telling you.
Well, he is. Thanks, Bill. Appreciate
He's
it.
sick.
Let's not forget that Bernie wrote those psychotic
the
fantasies
poems or whatever, the
about
fantasy
women being
stories,
raped and how they liked it.
But has he ever written any stories about toe sucking in a hospital?
No, he hasn't. He's not that sick.
Have I ever told you guys of a coworker I had
on.
who had a weird infection in his throat, and the doctor seriously was wondering how a fungus from toes ended up in there, and you can fill in the rest of the story. It wasn't Jeffy. That wasn't the coworker that I'm specifically referring to. Yep.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, there's...
So-
you know of an actual person
An
who
actual
had
person who had a
like
weird
a toe
fungus.
disease in his throat?
Yeah, so he went to the doctor because he couldn't get rid of this nasty throat situation he was dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
And the doctor analyzed it, and they ran the cultures. And
I could have lived a long time without hearing this story.
yeah, so I guess he worked in a hospital in
Well,
Florida
Mhm.
once as well when he wasn't DJing.
So he had like athlete's throat or something?
Athlete's throat. There you go.
Okay.
Athlete's throat.
Grow, you can get it anywhere.
Athlete's throat.
He's got athlete's throat. Maybe that should be the name of this program today.
The athlete's
throat
Yeah.
I mean,
broadcast.
it makes you pine for 2 hours ago when we were talking about how to stop the coronavirus by wearing pants, correct?
Doesn't it, though? Oh, yeah. Doesn't it? Okay. Well, you have a great weekend. And we'll be back on Monday.
Frivolous Friday, baby.
Hopefully, we'll be back with the Judy segment from 1 year ago.
Yeah.
On
Celebrating
Monday.
the anniversary.
Yeah. All right. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday on Pack Ray Unleashed.